Hello, my name is Eugenia and I am so happy that you have decided to join me in this meditation. Every week I host a call for my breath family around the world. We like to start with a short meditation. Many of them have asked me if I could share the meditation so they could do it through the rest of the week. So here it is, available for anybody that wants to connect deeper with their breath and meditation. I invite you to find a comfortable and relaxed position for yourself. I also invite you to explore a little bit more about the principles of transformational breath, which are fundamental for these meditations. You can follow the link below to have a guided exercise to learn these basic principles. Get comfortable and let's get started. Feeling your body relax and supported. Feeling the gentle flow of your breath. Connect deep inside within yourself. Deep into your heart. In that place where your light shines the brightest. Feel your light and acknowledge it. Acknowledge the radiant being that you are. Acknowledge how this golden being that you are is your true self, ever shining, ever present, ever giving. Allow yourself to glow. Allow yourself to be magnificent. As you claim this inner being, give yourself permission to show that side of you to the world. Are you ready to fully receive the light into you and to share it with the world? center within. If there's any hesitation, simply acknowledge it. Give yourself permission to go beyond that. And allow your breath to connect you to your true self over until you feel the ever-shining light of you glowing outside, radiating into the world. Feel how, as you claim your rightful place in the world, everything seems to fall in place with you. Everything is smooth and flowing. Everything grows and flourishes. Your only job is to accept it and receive it, and to be willing to show yourself. I am light. I am alive. I live fully. I embrace my true potential. I am me. Of your arms, your legs. Feel how strong your neck is right now. Your head fully supported yet relaxed. And you can start to move your body. Bring yourselves back. And relax your face with a big, big smile. Good morning, beloveds. You can all unmute yourselves if you want to. Sue, I would like to go back to you and just also see how perfect this was, you know, how even when there's activity around you, it doesn't mean you have to disconnect to your inner process. And we're here holding that space for you. Because this seems to be the theme, right? Like a lot is happening around you. You're muted, my dear. You have to. So I feel what this is about you being okay when the flow is not going your way.
Right.
So you don't
or
need,
the way I think it should.
So you don't need the outside to be quiet for you to be in stillness. You know? And this is something that is really, really important for us to understand. And when I do my trainings, I talk about it. You heard me talk about this. So, because, you know, now I'm home, but most of the time for the last 5 years, I've been on the road, like literally on the road. I could count the weeks I spent at home versus the other way, you know? And I don't skip my practice. I do my breathing, I do my meditation, I do my 5 rights in the hotels when I share rooms, in the classroom at the breaks, in the airports when I'm waiting for my flight, in the plane. Because if you're taking a 17-hour flight, you know, and you spend another 8 hours waiting for the connecting flight, then that becomes an excuse not to do it. Plus, we're Mexicans, so there's always something happening, you know, there's children, there's pets, there's the neighbors, there's this and that. And last week, for example, when I was in Morelia, I had my grandnephew, my grandmother, my grandnephew, he's 5, and we have a very special bond. His mother is my niece, and we grew up together basically, because when I was in university, I was living in the house of her grandmother, and I shared the room with her and her sister. So they were my babies. I will get up in the middle of the night, bring their bottle, change their diaper, get them up in the morning, take them down to breakfast, do homework with them. And one of them is like a very bright, perfect child, and the other one is a very troubled girl with a lot of problems. She has a neurological condition that has not made her life easy. And now her son is there, and I'm not there much anymore, but we're very, very connected, like him and I. And whenever there's been an important time in his life, I just happen to be there. And last year, his great-grandfather, who is his father figure, died, and he was like my father figure too. I mean, I have a great relationship with my dad, but the house where he lives is the house I consider my home. And his great-grandmother is the one I consider my mother. So I was there with him, and I walked him through the whole process of the transition and explained to him, because I just happened to be the one that he asked, you know? So we love each other a lot. And the houses, and that's one reason why I love that house so much. There's an orchard, and there's houses around it, and they belong mostly to my family. Now a lot of the houses have been sold and there's other people, but he can walk across the orchard and come to me on his own. So every morning I was like, Tia, that means auntie. And I'll open the door and I'm doing my things, and he just comes in and he knows that's his house, and I will never tell him no. And I'm doing my thing and meditating and this and that, and he's there and he's asking questions, or he's playing, or he's drawing, or whatever he is, you know. And I don't let that distract me, because that's life, you know. Children are part of life, and we need to learn. Because if I were to say, no, he can't come, or you have to wait for this or that, then I don't have time for him, right? So I choose this distraction to enter my life so that I can enjoy everything that comes with it. The smiles, and like he's there, on my bed. He's on my bed and he's like drawing this and that. And I'm in the kitchen, packing. And then I move to the living room with the boxes. And then he sees me go by and he's like, Tia. And I go, what? I love you. Like this 5-year-old out of the blue just says, I love you. And I'm like, this is so cute, It's like just fills my heart. And I'm like overwhelmed with the boxes, And that's life. If we allow ourselves to be distracted by it in a good flow, we can receive the other pieces. Like right now, the mail came or a package came, and it seems like the knock on the door, it's coming at the worst time, but it's bringing something with it. It's a package or a letter or a postcard, And that's how we need to see life. Because life is full of interruptions and distractions. And it's about learning to be with them and not disturb us, because it's not that pulls us out, it's the thought that comes after that. So if I'm in the middle of my meditation and he knocks on my door and I open the door and I let him in and I go back to my meditation, which happened to me in Morelia, I'm okay. But if I open and then I tell him, you need to be silent for a little bit, and he might or may not, because he's 5. But I allow him to come in, and then I can finish my meditation, and at the end of it, I can enjoy him. But if I get triggered or upset by it, I will not enjoy the rest of my meditation, and I will not enjoy him at the end of my meditation either. Does that make sense? And so if you felt the beginning of your life as this chaos, isn't it perfect that life keeps showing you this so that you can make peace with it? So, and I know before the knock on the door, you were connecting with that. Were you able to feel the stillness in the middle of this flurry of action that was your birth? You were just getting there. No, we were conquering, we were blended, which is great because we're not a racist country and we don't have those issues, But in a way, it's like we lost the identity, but the identity is being conquered. It's like we are a mix of native Mexicans and Spanish, but somehow we didn't embrace the culture of the conqueror. We embraced the culture of the one that was conquered. So, and right. no way of rebelling against that, because we were that blend already. Because we didn't really have pilgrims that came here. We had soldiers that came and married. So everybody got blended. All right. So it's there, and each one of us has our own heritage. And I embrace all of us. I invite all of us to embrace that heritage, because we Mexicans, we are survivors. That's what we do, We figure out what's happening and we move between that, and we made it. We made it to the other side, And that's a really, really important skill. But if I just stay with the conquer piece, then I lose all that other part of the survival. So look in your history, look in your culture, look in your family, look in your friends. Where are the voices that are dimming your light? And start to turn it up. Because again, this is your life, and you have the right to receive it. Live your life fully. Doesn't matter what's happening with the world right now. We all have the right to be joyful, to succeed, to be wealthy, to be prosperous, because every time we receive a gift, we can share it. Just by being joyful, you are spreading love and joy.
Mm-hmm.
And life is going to have its flow.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we might lose people, and we might lose things, and we might lose beloved pets. And we're going to find our way back to the light every day. Mm-hmm. So that was my invitation for this week, to work on that and to take center stage. And thank you, Sue, for taking us on this journey.
Thank you.